going on, everyone? Today we're going to go over Zebec network. This project is kind of like a payment processor type of project, so they got their own card, all that good stuff. But we're going to talk about this today, and I'm going to do a technical analysis because I'm noticing a particular pattern here, as you can see over here. Anyways, we're going to get to this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. And also, big shout out to the members of the channel. A member actually requested this video, so I'm going to be going over that. So go ahead and become a member of the channel, guys. It's only $9.99. You can have me go over any project or stock or anything like that, and I'll do a technical analysis for it. As long as it's not some type of low cap stock, all you gotta do is become a member. But let's get straight into this, guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But anyways, look at what we're doing right now in this project, Zebec network. So currently it is down 1% in the last 24 hours, 15% in the last 7 days, 10% in the last 14 days, 21% in the last 30 days, but it is up 204% inside of the last year. So this thing has pretty much been consolidating since June. You know, a lot of things they started pumping after June, but you know, this thing, it started consolidating after June. So that is not the best sign, but it is still doing good. It has 15 million in volume, so that's decent, and 285 million in market cap, so that's also decent. But more so, this thing actually has an actual use case. Like, they have their cards, they have their crypto cards, they have something where they can do a payroll in stablecoin wages, so they can pay people with stablecoin wages. If you have like a business, you can do that. And then they have a decentralized payment platform, and then as you can see here, they have their team and everything, so you can actually look them up, and then you can buy it directly from the website, hold it, trade it on the website. You can stake directly from the website. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So their motto is where real time meets real world. So they're really holding in on that stablecoin payroll thing. But as you can see over here, they're calling it PayFi. So yeah, like I said, it's like a payment processor type thing. So they have their own cards. The Zebec card here, over $500 million in annual payroll volume. That's a lot. 250 plus enterprise clients, 50,000 plus monthly users on and off chain, 18 plus chains, and 150 plus tokens integrated. So this is pretty big. This is a pretty big project. It's a pretty big card that they have. They have an actual MasterCard, and they're really focusing their project all around this. Because, you know, some projects, they try to introduce the card thing. Like, I remember Baby Doge did that. But if you're going to do that, you have to go all the way in on that one thing. That has to be the main thing of the project if you're going to do like a card. That's what I've noticed with a lot of these projects. But yeah, the card is a pretty popular thing with them, and it's available in 38 new countries. So that's pretty big, starting today, which is November 17th. So yeah, they said we've doubled our USD card coverage, adding new supported countries across Europe, Asia, Africa, and beyond. So this is a pretty big update for them. As you see on Solana, they have about 88,000 holders here. So it's been growing 1,000 holders in 2 weeks. That's pretty good. It's pretty decent. And then over here, they're just promoting something. They're talking about they're going to have a big US payment processor or a big US payment integration coming next week. So I don't know, maybe they have like a deal with PayPal or Visa or something, or MasterCard, because they have MasterCard. Maybe they have some type of deal coming out. So we'll see. This will definitely be interesting to see how this plays out. But anyways, moving on from all this, we are going to go over the charts because I know that's what you guys want to see. So right here, this is the charts for Zebec network, currently priced at 0.0029. And this is actually a symmetrical triangle. And it came into the symmetrical triangle from an uptrend, which makes it a bullish symmetrical triangle. As you can see here, this is the bullish symmetrical triangle right here. So typically they should break out to the upside, right? But remember, they only have a 54% win rate to the upside, right? Only a 54% win rate. So this is a very low winning trade strategy here. Like this symmetrical triangle here, it's a very, very low win rate. So keep that in mind. It might be a bullish pattern, but it's a very, very low win rate one. So also another thing, I'm waiting for Bitcoin actually to go ahead and drop down to 85K here, because we've broken out of a bullish pattern, which was our falling wedge, but we also broke out of a bearish pattern, which was a bearish expanding triangle right here. So you can see the bearish expanding triangle right here. And then this is the falling wedge, which is supposed to be bullish. So our bullish sign kind of got invalidated by our bearish signal. So what I'm waiting for now is probably a third wave of selling volume coming into Bitcoin. And you can kind of see there could be a possibility of that right now. So that is exactly what I'm looking for. Anything can really happen right now with the way things are moving. So I'm being extremely cautious. But when it comes to Zebec, I would bet that it's probably going to go down from here. Right. And again, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But if Bitcoin pulls back, it's already looking weak. This is supposed to be a bullish. It's supposed to be a bullish pattern, but we're not seeing any type of bullish activity. It's staying on the lower end of the symmetrical triangle, which kind of leans more towards the bearish side, because like it's just staying on the lower side of the symmetrical triangle here. So that's what I've been noticing here. This is the daily chart. Also over here, when you pull up the daily chart for the MACD, you can actually kind of see a little bit of selling pressure starting to form up again. So we might have more selling coming in. Not only that, the percent R trend exhaustion is pretty oversold, but it could stay oversold for much longer. So that is something that you could that you would have to sit around and wait for and see if it does continue to pull back lower. And then here on the 4-hour chart, though, with the percent R trend exhaustion, this is almost like a reversal signal, showing that it's now oversold and that it's about to have a reversal since it's oversold. That's why we see these signals here, the blue bar with the blue up arrow on the percent R trend exhaustion. So there could possibly be a reversal, but remember, sometimes when we get those signals, it doesn't immediately just pump, right? Sometimes it sits around a little bit. So anything could happen with this right now. Any type of weakness could send this thing down more. We see a little bit of buying pressure starting to show up here on the 4-hour chart for the MACD. And we see that the selling pressure is also starting to slow down. So there is a possibility of a bullish reversal, but I would still say be extremely cautious. On the hourly chart, we see a lot of buying pressure, but that lightly green shaded candlestick right here on the MACD for the hourly chart pretty much indicates that selling volume is starting to come back in. So if selling volume is starting to come back in, we also notice that the percent R trend exhaustion on the hourly chart looks a little bit weak here. It looks like it's actually about to start curving downwards and going back down, which could be a bull trap. So that is another possibility as well. So if we were to continue to pull back, we pretty much want to know, where are we going to stop? And if we are to pump, we want to know, where is it going to pump to? Because you don't necessarily have to predict the direction. You just have to wait for confirmation. For instance, if we go below this symmetrical triangle, now you have your bearish confirmation. So now you know we're going to be coming here to this support here at 0.0022. And we know that because we've had resistance back there multiple times. It is our Fibonacci resistance when we take it from the swing high to the swing low. And we've seen that multiple times. That has been resistance for Zebec. So that's just one thing. And then when you kind of look at it from another perspective as well, you could also think, if it does continue to drop and if it does continue to pull back, then the next level after that would be down here at 0.00146. And at 0.00146, you know that this down here is the support, because we had that area used as support before. And then you can see it was used as resistance here. And if you come all the way back here, you can also see multiple times it was used as resistance. So we've seen resistance for this multiple times. So that is a good sign that that is our support. So if we are to break that, prepare for those supports, and then you can use those as reference points for buying. So you can buy around these areas, right? Because this is generally a better area than buying up here if we are going to pull back down here. So that is something that you could watch out for and pay attention to. You would just have to wait for your bearish confirmation. So just wait until it breaks this trend line down here. And a general price, I'll say, if you see it going below 0.0027, going towards 0.0026, because this right here, this wick at the end of this candlestick is 0.0027. So if it goes down below 0.0027, and I guess I'm saying this directly to the member of the channel that requested this video, or anyone else that's trading this, if you see it going below 0.0027, then you pretty much almost have your confirmation that now the next level for us to go is 0.0022. All right, so if you see 0.0026, just know 0.002 or 0.002 is coming next after 0.0026. So that is just one thing. And then if we break 0.0022, now we're looking for 0.0014. So that is what we're looking for there. And then if we're going to be bullish, right, we are going to break past this Fibonacci resistance at 0.0039. And then after we break past this, pretty much our bullish confirmation here would be give or take around 0.00. Well, I would say at the top of this Fibonacci. So let me move this up a little bit. So that would be 0.0047. That would be the bullish confirmation. And then where it would stop would probably be up here at 0.007. Or it could try to create those new highs at 0.011. But I would say look towards 0.007. If it's going to be bullish, that's going to be what the upside potential is looking like. But I'll be honest, I'm leaning more towards the downside for this. But the one thing that kind of saves it on the 4-hour chart, the percent R trend exhaustion kind of looks like it's giving a bullish signal here. Like this is usually a bullish signal when we see that, but it doesn't always do that. Like sometimes it'll go up and it'll come right back down. So there's a possibility that this could, that this downtrend could be extended if something like that happens. But anyways, this is pretty much all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to bring this out there. Big shout out to the member of the channel that recommended this. And go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Definitely go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month. And I'll go over any stock or crypto that you want me to go over, as long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin. All you got to do is become a member of the channel and then comment on any one of my videos letting me know what you want me to go over next. And I'll go ahead and do that for you. So anyways, big shout out to you guys. And as always, I'll be back with another video.